Good afternoon, Jack. Talk to us about how President Ramaphosa has been received so far.
Well, we've just seen him walk in a couple of hours ago into the European Council building, meeting with the presidents of the European Union, Jean-Claude Juncker and Donald Tusk. They themselves have had an incredibly busy morning with a Brexit deal being finalised last night, which is now causing a big stir in the United Kingdom. That's a deal regarding the UK's exit from the European Union. But as far as the South African president goes, he's here to try and get the presidents to confirm and essentially bolster and boost foreign direct investment into South Africa. It's part of his plan. He's been travelling around Europe. He was in Germany 2 weeks ago trying to build foreign investment as a way of trying to boost the economy.
We've heard about this 44 billion euro fund that's set to inject money into the African economy and grow jobs. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So Jean-Claude Juncker, in his final ever State of the European Union speech back in September, because there's European elections coming up in May next year, he used that speech and predominantly to discuss Europe's relationship with Africa. Here in Europe, migration is a huge issue, and especially from the sub-Saharan Africa. And the European Union is a way of trying to prevent people from leaving their homes in sub-Saharan Africa and coming to Europe, is considering ways to essentially invest in countries and in different places to prevent them from coming. But obviously it's a continent-to-continent basis, so they're trying to find ways that they can fund it. At the moment there's still a lot of questions about the practicalities of that new alliance, as Jean-Claude Juncker calls it, but we are waiting for some outlines of how African countries will be able to access those funds.
We know that President Cyril Ramaphosa, while here and on his travels, has been pushing for investment into South Africa. We also know that one of the issues when it comes to investment is people speaking about uncertainty around certain policies in South Africa, one of those being land. Have we heard about any response to this land expropriation without compensation during his European tour?
At the moment we haven't. We're going to have a press conference from the president in perhaps about 50 minutes from now, a little bit longer, maybe just over an hour, and then we are expecting him to be questioned on the land reform issue. Obviously it's a huge story going on domestically at the moment, but also it has hit headlines here in Europe as well, the idea of the land expropriation. He probably will face some tough questions. He certainly addressed it in the European Parliament yesterday, saying that he feels that what they're trying to do is in line with the South African Constitution. We'll have to wait and see how he responds to this vote that's taking place in the South African Parliament today.
Jack, after that press conference, what else can we expect from President Ramaphosa's European tour?
So firstly, we're going to, in the press conference, hopefully hear his opinion on Brexit as well, because that's obviously everything that's going on today. But also then he will head from here to Geneva, where he's going to co-chair a committee at the International Labour Organization. That's going to be a more closed-door meeting, but it's another sort of way of him trying to boost trade, boost cooperation around the world on his issues, and that's where he'll head after he leaves Brussels.
Jack Parrock, our correspondent, live from us in Brussels there, following President Cyril Ramaphosa's tour. Over to you.